Dude, you are roboting like crazy. You're barely even audible. You are all... Will, we cannot understand you. You are roboting.
Honey,
like
can
nuts.
I get the broom? Give me a minute.
Thinking, Will. It'd be a better bit if we could hear it. Okay. So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. Now I agree. Ryan lies. Ryan lies. I've called Ryan out for lies. I've called Ryan out for lies even recently. I even tell people to take Ryan's statements with a certain level of consideration, that he does tend to exacerbate, kind of fudge the details, got to fluff things up a little bit. He does that. I know he does that. The only reason I allowed him on to talk about the murder plot against me, because he's not the only one that told me about it, but he's the only one that was willing to show up and talk about it. See, that's why I felt confident enough doing it. Yeah, Bill does want to murder me. Well, he admitted it. I mean, I don't even need to sell you guys on that. Of course he's talking about trying to figure out ways to murder me with his friends. He admitted he wants to do it on stream. That's certainly not a difficult thing to imagine. So Ryan's only a full-blown liar when he doesn't like him. When he likes him, everything Ryan says is truth, including about me. And Bill followed all that, But now he's a liar. Now, Ryan's been a liar the entire time. And frankly, if Ryan had been the only one to come and tell me about the murder plot, I probably wouldn't have done the stream with him, frankly, truth be told. Because I don't think Ryan has good credibility. I don't. I don't think anyone should give Ryan heavy credibility, frankly, at this point. I think you're making a mistake if you do. All right. Now, I'm not going to trust Ryan. I'll forgive Ryan. I'll forgive Ryan for his disgusting, slanderous, rancid antics and his desperation to try to develop his fag friend relationship with Bill and use me as the catalyst to destroy and try to feed me to the wolves. I mean, I can forgive Ryan for that. That doesn't mean I have to trust him. Doesn't mean I have to value him. Doesn't mean I have to do co-hosting shows with him. Doesn't mean I have to do any of that shit. So I'm not. Ryan doesn't have any value to my environment here. Block Flash. Just block him. It's one of Bill's socks. Just block it. Let's finish this. Okay. Lots of fart noises, same same fart noises, same graphics, same everything. And yeah, I'm pretty much absolutely certain that it's Bill. Fairly sure. So, Flash Gordon is a cowardly, bitch-made faggot, and if he wants to confront me, he can finally come in the room. What he was doing for a while was coming into the back studio, refusing to connect his microphone, and then just posting a bunch of stuff in the private chat. I don't know what he thought he was accomplishing, but again, brain-dead, demonic scumroach that hangs out with Bill, or is Bill, one or the other. But Flash Gordon, if you want to have any communication in my room, you'll come on in the stream. You'll come on in the stream and elaborate for me and give me a point. Tell us who you are. Make an argument. Give an accusation. Do something. Do something other than retard yourself through my side chat. Okay, so. All right. So let's look at the comments, shall we? Now this one right here, let me see. The name of the name of the channel is Smokey Saint is a high-level narcissist. Now that is actually GY6. If you guys want to know who that is GY6. That is the Brian who lives in Middle America, another friend of Bill, who I think is actually a legitimate degenerate atheist. I'm not sure he's even actually a Christian, but he hates me and he loves the scumbags that tend to show up on Bill's environment. So there's him. He says, LMAO, masterfully done. It's not often that one witnesses a POE saint exercise a POE demon. Now, this person didn't see it. I guarantee you this person didn't see the stream. Maybe they caught the few minutes that PMARS recorded and showed. Maybe they caught that part, but they didn't see the 2 hours of interaction with her. They didn't. And this is a highly edited, just outright ridiculing mock of affairs of what actually happened. No true representation whatsoever. Then we have Blessed Bible Fight Club. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce. Oh, Bruce is a fan of the Bill channel with all the mockery. How? Oh my good, ladies and gentlemen, color means. What do you mean? Are you trying to say that Bruce is actually every bit the scumbag that I once said he was? And Bruce came into that stream with Mary and was trying to pretend to be all supportive and nice. And here's the video ridiculing her at the opening. Well, let's see what Bruce has to say. For all of his high, virtuous, moral posturing, let's see what Bruce has to say about this video. The apologetic exorcist, aka the bearded woman. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know why that's clever or funny. Bruce, could you have spent 5 seconds carrying forward in any level of consistency whatsoever your high standard of moral posturing from someone attempting to make a video that opens with the ridicule of someone who is really struggling right now? How funny! Oh, how funny! Bruce doesn't care because I didn't do it. Oh, Bill can do whatever. Oh, Bill can even mock people who are going through severe mental difficulties right now. Oh, but there'll be nothing here from Bruce. There won't be 20 streams about how evil Bill is for mocking a suicidal person or someone who clearly is demonstrating having mental issues. There won't be any bloviating or condescending or a bunch of streams talking about how, well, I saw this and I just, if you ask me, I just don't think it's a good idea. Not going to be any of that for this. There's his comment. Oh, he likes it. Oh, Bruce thinks it's funny. Oh, Bruce thinks it's funny. Blessed Bible Bitching Club thinks it's funny. Isn't that interesting? Let's see. What else is there here? I resemble that remark. Praise be, he has the power to cast any demon out and even turn wine into green lead. I don't even know what this is. Here's Bruce, everyone. Bruce, the big moral pontificator about things we should and shouldn't do online and people we shouldn't attack and things that are too over the line and things you just shouldn't do. Oh, and big bad Smokey. Oh, but this is fine. Oh, this is fine for Bruce because Smokey didn't do it. And all Bruce cares about is what Smokey does. Because he's an overly obsessed, bitch-made, fraudulent piece of subhuman, scum-sucking trash. Bruce is a degenerate, rotten sack of garbage. And here he is. Oh, Bruce, are you proud that you found this video and left that comment? You seem to be in full approval. Bruce, you seem to think this is all appropriate. Isn't that amazing? Well, now, Bruce, I knew you're a duplicitous, contradictory piece of shit. I've known that for a while, and I've stated it multiple times over and over again. But I love how you will make it so incredibly blatant that I am validated and verified, calling you an absolute piece of garbage by your own actions, that you're a hypocrite, that you just can't help yourself but be the scumbag I call you to be. You're just going to do everything you can to prove it at every opportunity. Well, thank you, Bruce. Bruce, this was a good gift this morning. You hit all the streams that you failed at the last couple days, apparently trying to play couch psychologist. Apparently that didn't pan out too well, did it, Bruce? Not only did you hide the stream, you hid the announcement for the stream. I don't think you're too proud of what happened there. Now, I didn't catch much of it, but I saw you being a complete and utter narcissist by blocking literally everyone that didn't have the hate smoking narrative that you were trying to sell. How about that? What is that about silencing everyone's opinion that doesn't agree with you? My room's still open. Bruce could still come into my room right now, but a whole bunch of my chat can't. Nah, you guys aren't allowed because you hang out on my channel. What was it about discerning narcissism again, Bruce? Did that not pan out too well for you? Did you just spend the entire night proving projection? And then you realize you woke up the next morning like, wow, I really look like a complete and utter moron last night. I better go hide that. That's incredible. Yeah, there you go, Guru. There you go. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that good, Bruce? Good. Bruce is so much better than all the Christians, right? He has every right to condescend to all of us about how to be a Christian, doesn't he? Because he's just so good at it. He's just the best stinking example. You better listen to him. Because clearly he's just full of righteousness and consistency. How about that, eh? You guys still gonna think that I'm not really all that accurate? Would I say Bruce is an actual scumbag, a piece of crap? Really? You still gonna have a hard time believing me even now? I question your character. I question your discernment. Heck, I question your intelligence. If you can't see it when it's this blatant, I don't know what the hell else could be shown to you. Bruce is a cancerous rodent. He is absolute, complete, and utter garbage. He is nothing but a stain on spirituality. A big, stinky, brown stain. That's Bruce. You disgust me, Bruce. You mentally worthless, morally backwards, idiotic, dumb old boomer. You feign giving a crap when you come in to join the stream to talk to her, to then just be completely fine with this garbage. You are an absolute detestable piece of scum, Bruce. And I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm going to make this stick, Bruce. I'm going to make this stick. I really will. Your credibility of your moral posturing dies today. You dumb, spurgy boomer bitch. It dies today. Look who else is in the chat, everyone. With the one, the only, Jack Smack 77. I'm gonna zoom this up. I'll make sure people can see this. I think it's a little small on the screen. Here we go. Here's Bruce, the apologetic exorcist, aka the bearded woman. There you go, Bruce. That's good. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice of Bruce? And here's Jack Smack. Oh, the one, the only Jack Smack. Well, he's you know what? A brother in the Lord with Bill, a fellow worker in their demonic fake gospel. So of course Jack Smack would know all of Bill's sock accounts, particularly the ones where he's going to putting up his random mockery, where he might be able to potentially, say, oh, it's not actually me. It's just one of my friends. No, it's Bruce. I mean, it's Bruce and it's Jack Smack and it's Bill. It's all these scumbags. Every one of these people that I've called out for the frauds they are, they're all collecting together. Birds of a shit feather flock together, ladies and gentlemen. You surprised? I'm not. Isn't that funny? All the garbage frauds I've called out just happen to somehow find a way to jump on the absolute wrong bandwagon all the time. Isn't that interesting? I find it interesting. Jack Smack says great stuff. This smoky unsaved has demons thriving within his rotten septicemic body. What a hellbound freak. Yep, he got the demon farts running through his veins. It's his excrement anointing, Actually, that's thicky. Thickie's the one that has a sexual obsession with scat porn and feces and excrement. You got the wrong guy. It's Thickie who struggles with disgusting fetishes. So you're looking in the wrong place there, unfortunately. You will see Thickie here too, who does an uncomfortable amount of talking about excrement. Like, as in, the thing I'm saying where Thickie has a fetish for excrement will probably come through in the amount of how much he wants to talk about excrement in the comments of this. I think my point will carry itself home. Yes, Thickie in a sexual way likes to play with poo. Okay? That's Thickie's problem. That's one of his, aside from his blatant struggle with homosexuality, that's also one of his problems.
Sam gives very inconclusive answers if you press him about his excrement fetish.
Oh, scat porn. Sam is a fan of scat porn. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, other people do it. YouTubers script things all the time. So the argument is some people do it, therefore Smokey is doing it. Well, no, I find that interesting, because I could use that exact same logical argument to say that P. Mars is a rapist. Well, no. Smokey, what evidence do you have that P. Mars is a rapist? Oh, I don't. Just some people do it. Some people do it, so P. Mars is a rapist. See? See how that works? Isn't that nice? Isn't that big brain logic? So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. Now, I agree. Ryan lies. Ryan lies. I've called Ryan out for lies. I've called Ryan out for lies even recently. I even tell people to take Ryan's statements with a certain level of consideration, that he does tend to exasperate and kind of fudge the details, got to fluff things up a little bit. He does that. I know he does that.
Sam gives very inconclusive answers if you press him about his excrement fetish.
Oh, scat porn. Sam is a fan of scat porn. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. So there's Jack Smack. Bill says, and yes, it's Bill. I don't care. You know what? It's Bill. Yep, he got the demon of farts running through him. Yep, there you go. Okay. Oh my goodness, ladies and Andy Cap? Wait, you mean Andy Cap is also popping up to throw in his weight behind a video that could be drawing ridicule to someone in a suicidal state with mental challenges? You mean Andy Cap, the sweet, kind, peaceful man, is going to be more than happy to think that this video with the opening of ridicule to this poor woman is good? Oh, well, let's see what Andy has in his obsessive devil-worshipping hatred. Let's see what Andy says. Andy says, it sounds like the devil tried to cast out the devil with a fart at the end. Now, that would make sense for Andy's idiot-brained theology. Christ himself says the devil would not cast out the devil, but that's how far Andy's theological depth goes. Andy didn't even know that mainstream Orthodox Christianity for the last 2,000 years has associated the angel of the Lord as Christ. Didn't know. Thought we were claiming there was a fourth person to the Godhead. I'm not kidding. You can't make that stupid up. You just can't. That's how brain dead and ignorant and uneducated Andy is on these topics, that he has so many. We showed the comment. You guys think I'm joking? No. In fact, I showed the comment. He was boasting over the idea that I sounded ridiculous. He's saying that I'm claiming there's four persons. And I made it very clear multiple times in the stream that it's the same person. And he goes to prove himself too mentally worthless to follow what's even being said and saying, now I'm saying there's four persons of the Godhead. Yet it was insane. It was insane. You would wonder how Andy Cap could possibly be that stupid. Well, let's ask him. Let's ask the dumb spurgy faggot right now. Why don't you tell me, Andy, how come you're literally so ignorant that you actually had no idea that that was the case? And you were gloating over that. Can you help me with it? Are you going to say anything? Because if you're not going to say anything, I'm not going to waste time.
trying to put my audio in.
I joined the stream without being ready to actually join the stream.
Someone just told me that you were talking about me. What?
Did you hear what I said when you first entered the stream?
No.
You stupid spurgy faggot! I asked you. Asked you specifically.
Nice. Thank you for that.
Oh well, Andy. You know, do you like?
That's a nice introduction from a Christian man. What
excuse me. I asked you. You're not a Christian. You're a demon-sucking whore. Now shut the hell up, and you can listen to my question. I asked you, are you really truly so ignorant that you don't know that the majority of mainstream Christian Orthodox theology has always said that the angel of the Lord is Christ?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is. It's Christ, Jesus.
Oh, now you say it. Why were you so confused earlier?
I knew it all along. I was just kind of like just running with it. That was all.
Oh, you were just pretending to be a theologically incompetent moron. Oh, it was just a show. It was a show to pretend to be a theologically incompetent moron while you made arguments against it over and over again.
It was actually
and then left a comment afterwards to try and gloat after it about how look, Smacky says there's 4 members of the Godhead. Ho 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 ho. Laughy face, laughy face. Ho ho ho. Hey, where's this comment from, Andy? Where's this comment from?
Say again, sorry?
Where is the comment on the screen from? Which video is this from, Andy?
Which one? That one there?
Yeah, the one on the screen.
It could be
right in front of your big, stupid face.
Yeah. Bill's video, I do believe that
Bill's
one.
Video. Yeah, it is Bill's video. Yeah, we picked it out that it was Bill's sock account and Bill's.
Yeah.
Shut, Toya!
I thought it was quite funny, actually.
Oh, did you? Did you enjoy the opening? Wait, hold on. Let me ask. Hold on. Shut up.
The side of it.
Shut up.
It's quite funny. Ooh.
Andy, shut up.
Demons.
Did you think it was funny, the opening where he ridiculed someone who is having mental issues right now and is suicidal? Did you find that good?
No, not so much that. No, it's just.
Oh, not so much that.
No,
why not?
It was.
Do you rebuke Bill as a piece of shit for doing that?
The way you kind of just went off on it.
Excuse me, you can answer my questions or you can piss off.
You sounded a bit
do you rebuke Bill for ridiculing?
Them,
Do you? All right, Andy, you can answer this question or I'm done with you. Do you rebuke Bill for ridiculing someone who is suicidal and having mental issues?
I rebuke Bill in the name of the Lord.
All right, I'm done. See, he doesn't. He doesn't. Andy, at this point, I'm about ready to ban you. You don't have any value left to me anymore. You are just one of the most disgusting human beings I've ever come across in my entire life. Yeah, grin for me with that shit-eating grin, you spurgy, bald boomer faggot. You absolute detestable.
That's a nice one. I can't remember.
Yeah, you can sit back there. You can sit back there. There you go. See? Oh, did you want to talk again? Did you want to say something?
I can't. I just
something to me? Oh, that's too bad. Isn't that unfortunate? Yeah, he would like to say something, wouldn't he? Yeah, I bet he'd enjoy that. Okay, so let's move on with the rest of this. Says, and then we're going to get to, now I want to get to the thicky stuff. And this is what I'm talking about with the thicky. Now, this has the most replies under it. And this is what I'm talking about where thicky clearly, I was hearing rumors and stuff. I didn't put a lot of weight into it, but I was hearing rumors and stuff that thicky has a thing with scat porn. Like feces and excrement, like he's turned on by that somehow or something. I don't get it. Doesn't quite ring by me. But look at all the replies that Thicky's going to have here.
Sam gives very inconclusive answers if you press him about his excrement fetish.
Oh, scat porn. Sam is a fan of scat porn. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, other people do it. YouTubers script things all the time. So the argument is some people do it, therefore Smokey is doing it. Well, now I find that interesting because I could use that exact same logical argument to say that P. Mars is a rapist. Well, no. Smokey, what evidence do you have that P. Mars is a rapist? Oh, I don't. Just some people do it. Some people do it, so P. Mars is a rapist. See how that works? Isn't that nice? Isn't that big brain logic? So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. Now I agree. Ryan lies. I've called Ryan out for lies. I've called Ryan out for lies even recently. I even tell people to take Ryan's statements with a certain level of consideration, that he does tend to exacerbate and kind of fudge the details, got to fluff things up a little bit. He does that. I know he does that.
Sam gives very inconclusive answers if you press him about his excrement fetish.
Oh, scat porn. Sam is a fan of scat porn. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. And Sam's going to be like sharding. Here's Bill coming in to say, I even sharded earlier and I felt the power running down my legs. Well, Bill, that might be a product of your alcoholism. In fact, I do know that people who tend to abuse alcohol have difficulty with continence. So if you are incontinent, if you are unable to hold your own feces in, it might be a byproduct of your alcoholism and the fact that you're an alcoholic and a drunk. So that might be your shards. So, no, you're gonna get uncomfortable. You're gonna get uncomfortable with the amount of scat talk that Six Shades wants to engage in. So here's thinking again. Sharding is the best way to empower yourself. It gets better. Praise large sharts in his malevolent name. All the praisey to coprophilia in the name of Joshie Boi and Johnnie Boi. So, praise hallelujah to the excrement, oh Joshie and his prophet LaFlies. And all the glory to the scato porn ramen. Look at this. Now, I'm sorry. Someone who is this comfortable talking on and on and on about feces, there's something wrong here. I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with you. Like, first of all, none of this is even funny. Second of all, it's all just talking about, well, shit. That's all it is. Yeah. So here's all this. And yeah, Sticky loves talking about feces.
Sam gives very inconclusive answers if you press him about his excrement fetish.
Oh, scat porn. Sam is a fan of scat porn. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, other people do it. YouTubers script things all the time. So the argument is some people do it, therefore Smokey is doing it. Well, no, I find that interesting because I could use that exact same logical argument to say that P. Mars is a rapist. Well, no. Smokey, what evidence do you have that P. Mars is a rapist? Oh, I don't. Just some people do it. Some people do it, so P. Mars is a rapist. See? See how that works? Isn't that nice? Isn't that big brain logic? So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. Now I agree. Ryan lies. Ryan lies. I've called Ryan out for lies. I've called Ryan out for lies even recently. I even tell people to take Ryan's statements with a certain level of consideration, that he does tend to exacerbate and kind of fudge the details. Got to fluff things up a little bit. He does that. I know he does that.
Sam gives very inconclusive answers if you press him about his excrement fetish.
Oh, scat porn. Sam is a fan of scat porn. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's funny how Ryan is a liar. Just so we're clear on all of it, and just so you notice, and for the sake of everyone to understand, most of these people that pop up here are people I've called out for the frauds and the degenerates. Most of these people are. This is who they are. And then they all coalesce together to do some really crappy degenerate thing together. I find that predictable. I'm not even surprised. If anything, I'm surprised they made it so easy on me. So anyway, sympathy for Bill is sympathy for the devil. And if you show sympathy for the devil, you're a fraud. Okay? That's just what it comes down to. There is no sympathy for the devil. Bill is a devil. Andy's a devil. Jack Smack's a devil. Bruce is a devil. They're all devils. And they all do devilish things.